Hey, what's up guys? My name's Tim from Danger is Sweet, and welcome back to another Reading Your Comments video. Today's comments are all from a guy named J0uke. Every time I see his name written, I say Juke. I don't think Juke is what he meant, but it's spelled out J0uke. So I'm sorry, but I don't know what you meant. But at least I spelled it out. Okay, so these aren't in any particular order. I'm not doing them like chronologically or anything like that. I just went and found some of the questions that he's asked. And some of them I actually answered in the comments, but since there's so many new people here now, I thought it'd be a good idea to go over them again just because. So the first question is, dude, when do you think you'll reach 100 subs, growing fairly fast? And what state do you live in? That's two questions on one line. It's trying to confuse me, but that's okay. I'm on to him. I actually remember this comment too. It was on the first, well, it was a Q&A. It wasn't really a reading your comments, but it was the first video that I really did with Flinkadink. And I remember this because I was thinking about it, and at the time I was thinking the channel wasn't going to hit 100 subs until maybe the end of the year. I mean, if that. Because I think it was at, I think we were below 30. Maybe? I can't remember. I mean, that was 2 months ago. But we're at 69 subs now. So, I don't want to set subscriber goals or anything like that because that's just silly to me. Because, I mean, anybody can say, I want to hit 2,500 subs by the end of the year. Okay. Now what? All I can do is keep making videos and hope people like them enough to watch them and stick around. So, I mean, I can say it, but what more can I do than what I'm already doing, except maybe make more videos, which isn't even possible for me to do right now. So, if we're setting subscriber goals, then, yeah, I want 10 million by I want 10 million by the end of the year. I'll see you guys when I get a diamond play button. It don't work that way. At the rate we're going now, I think maybe I'm just projecting. It's I mean, if it doesn't happen, it's not a big deal. I think maybe we'll actually hit 100 subs before the end of summer. So when does summer end? August? I don't know. So, I mean, if we hit it before August, that'll be right at a year that I've been doing YouTube. So, 1 year, 100 subs, I'm alright with that. And, I mean, subs are just a number. It doesn't necessarily reflect how many people are watching your videos anyway. So, if I'm guessing, I think we'll hit 100 by the end of the summer. But that's all it is. It's a guess. I really don't know what's going to happen. In the second part, what state do you live in? I live in Illinois. Nothing special. Nothing fancy. It's Illinois. I was actually born in Austin, Texas. And I lived in Texas until... I didn't live in Austin, but I was in Travis County, where Austin is. For 6 years. I lived there for 6 years. And, well, whatever. I was 6 years old when we left. And we moved to Illinois because my mom wanted to be closer to her family. And, I mean, which was great because I didn't really have any friends or anything down in Texas. Except for one cousin who lived in Dallas. And we only saw each other every so often. But when we moved to Illinois, I had all my other cousins like right there. I mean, I could ride my bike to see them. So I had more people to play with, and I mean, that was my childhood, playing with my cousins. So that part was great. But now I don't live with my parents anymore, and I'm still stuck in Illinois. So, yeah. Okay, and the next comment is, by the way, what's your profession? My profession is, I mean, you say profession makes me sound like a professional. I'm a graphic designer. I'm not going to say for who, because it's actually kind of confidential, and it's not as cool. Confidential is not as cool as it sounds. I just can't really talk about it because of legalities and stuff. Originally, I wanted to do computer programming and maybe actually design my own video games. But somewhere along the way, I don't know if I got lazy and decided computer programming was actually too hard or what, but I just lost interest in actually pursuing that. And somewhere along the line, I decided I wanted to be a graphic designer. So I went to school for that. I got my degree, and that's what I do. I do a little bit more than just graphic design. Where I work, I run copiers and stuff, and I make brochures and crap like that. That's just a small part of what I do. I pretty much design the stuff first, and then I run it and fold it or whatever and send it off to whoever ordered it. The graphic design part's fun. I mean, some of it gets tedious because a lot of it's like designing business cards for people and stuff like that, but I like working on computers. Okay, and the next question is, nice video as always. Thank you. I'm not even sure which video this is from now. I'd have to go back and look. By the way, a question come to mind. Who do you live with? Because from what I've seen, you have a nice house. Which, I appreciate the compliment. I don't know how you came to that conclusion, because at this point, all you had seen was what's behind my couch over here. And that's where all my kids' toys are, and it's a mess. But thank you nonetheless. So I did actually answer this one in the comments, but I'll answer it again for the new people. I live with my wife and 3 kids. It was funny because he thought I lived with my mom and sister or something like that. I'm a single child. I don't have a sister or a brother. It was just me. And my cousins. Talked about that. So when we're out in public, I get questioned about this all the time when I say that I have 3 kids, and they see the 15-year-old with me. He's not actually mine. He's my wife's from a previous relationship. The 2 youngest are mine. We have a 6-year-old and a 5-month-old together. And the 15-year-old, I mean, at this point, I don't even claim him as mine. He's mine. We've been together for 10 years. I've known him since he was 5 years old. And he calls me dad. I say he's my kid. I get tired of having to explain it, but I figured for you guys I would this one time. And from here on out, if I talk about him, I have 3 kids. It's that simple. I mean, I don't even think of him as a stepson anymore. I've known him longer than I've known my 2 biological kids. So, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, and the next question, which is actually 2 questions, is trying to confuse me again. I'm on to you, buddy. So the first part of the question is, do you watch anime? And the answer is no, but lately I've actually been curious about it. When I was younger, a couple of friends of mine tried to get me into anime, and they had me watch like 1 or 2 episodes of Bleach. And I was lost, and I didn't know what was going on, and nothing that was happening made sense to me whatsoever. I don't know if it was me or if Bleach just isn't that good, but it's very popular, so it must be good. But I have been thinking about getting into it, or trying to get into it. Recently, I did try watching the first episode of Bleach, because it's on Netflix, and the intro's like 5 minutes long. What is that? I made it through the intro and then about a minute of the actual show, and then I turned it off. I don't think I like Bleach. Okay? I did see that Attack on Titans is on Netflix too, so I think I'm going to check that out because that one's really popular. And the follow-up question is, if you have you seen, is that Mirai Nikki? I don't know if it's supposed to be Nikki or Nikai. If it was Nikai, it'd be AI, I think. That sounds familiar. What is it? I'm gonna look. Oh, okay. So Mirai Nikki is Japanese for Future Diary. I've heard of Future Diary. I don't know anything about it. I've just heard the name. Okay. Genre is action, psychological, supernatural. Actually sounds kind of cool. So I don't know why you ask about that one in particular. I mean, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it, I guess. I don't know why you picked that one in particular, if that one's your favorite, or if it's just so bad that you had to ask, have you seen this shit? I mean, if you're vouching for it, I'll try it out, because, yeah, lately I've just been wanting to try anime out. I don't know why. I go through phases. I'll probably get bored after a while. If you do have any suggestions of animes to like start out on or something, let me know. Oh, and a side note to that question, because depending on what you mean by anime, I don't watch Japanese anime, but I do watch quite a bit of American animation, which isn't considered anime, I don't think, but I do watch Futurama, Rick and Morty, Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad. I don't watch Family Guy anymore. It got stupid. When they killed Brian off for real, and then brought him back, I was done with it. I used to watch South Park all the time. South Park was my life, and I don't know why, but I loved it. I don't know if... I mean, I haven't watched it in 6 or 7 years. So I don't know if any of you will actually remember the episode, but my favorite episode of South Park is the Heavy Metal 2000 episode, the cat urine episode. That shit was hilarious. And hell, I don't know if any of you actually know what Heavy Metal 2000 is, but there's an animated movie called Heavy Metal 2000, and South Park did a parody of it, and it was the best episode I've seen. It was so funny. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this reading your comments video. If there's anything you guys want to know, just leave me some comments and I'll try to get to them in another video. Well, not try. I mean, I will answer them in another video. It's pretty simple. And most of the time I just answer comments in the comment section anyway. But if it seems like, if it's something kind of trivial about me or just some random silly stuff, I'll put it in a video. And it doesn't have to be about me either. I mean, I'm 31 years old. I've seen some things, man, and some stuff. Wouldn't recommend it. That's a reference. Figure it out. But I've had my life experiences. I know some things. I don't act like I know some things, but I do know some things. I will answer whatever you want. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you liked it, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.
Later, guys.